Good evening all. Welcome to a Michael Parnaby trade. Pushed heavily by Andrew Corning, who's the main director of marketing. We'll start off with a brief summary of last session as the brave group began the session inside the museum, where Tia saw someone he recognized and momentarily got distracted by the curator as he introduced himself. You guys found out that Tavar is actually using the third floor after hours. You decided to do some reconnaissance, and you partook in the lecture that occurred. Dylan had a drink with the lecturer afterwards. They got along quite well. I think Dylan is trying to narrow down his next adventure once he feels he's finished with the Pathfinder Society. After exploring this level, you saw that the level 3 was barricaded off, at which time the museum was closing down. You all got ushered out into the streets, figured you were hungry, ate some delicacies brought on by street markets.
Meat.
And you noticed that poor was he was sitting down meditating for some time, and you sort of left him in the street there until something in his pants started moving around, and then out came a moan from at the same time as a severed hand. You chased the hand into an alley, and Cole, you can take over from there. I'll be back in a second.
Take it away, Big Cole.
We tried to kill it, and we sort of did, then sort of didn't. And then we went back to who was finally back with us, and a little bit, bit of a smile on his face. From there, we noticed that the doors were closed. We tried to enter the museum again, and we did. We met a lovely, scraggly, craggly creature. Can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she took a bit of a fancy... Who was it, sorry?
Shazza.
Oh, Shaz. Yeah, she took a bit of a shine to and from there we started to go in. We decided to go up to see if we could find Lady Tavar. We went up and ended up up the stairs in a space where they were doing the ritual, and there were some dark wisps or something, other creatures around, and that's where it stopped that session.
Wasn't there something about we had various portents though that were happening, and were we seeing ourselves at certain points? Was it the future, or was
it was
someone
the
just
past,
messing
I
around?
think.
Oh, that was on the way in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Haunted night at the museum.
Yes.
That's right. Yes, we were seeing possible flitters of the future or the past.
I saw Yargos Gill again, and I almost went down there to have a drink with him again.
That's right. And we, as we walked past the dinosaur-looking creature, big lizard thing, it jumped out to try to attack us, but it wasn't. It was after our shadows. But was it really there? We actually don't know, because Michael didn't tell us, because he's mean and nasty. And he'll only hear that when he listens back to the recording. Is this where we put in the bit that the GM actually started to meditate and got jacked off by an undead hand as well? Or
Absolutely.
Yeah, it just means I'm going to have to turn up to every single session ever, otherwise my character will get molested by something.
All right, how'd you go, Cole? Splendid job.
And we finally landed up in the room doing the blah-de-blah with the will-o-wisps or the dark wisps or the things we didn't quite get to because it ended, because We had to go to Betty Bias.
So you hit the bits about the shadows in the lecture theatre where you were attended. You basically saw your own shadows attending to the lecture, and then saw yourselves talking to Captain Callistro in the very initial introduction to the Pathfinder Society. Yeah, got all that.
May have missed that bit, but we did get the lizard trying to attack our shadows.
Yeah, cool. Well, that bit was the most important of all of it, just the lizard attacking the shadows. I mean, that's awesome. Good job.
You will have to listen back to it though.
Yeah, no, I'm probably too scared. This is raw material, and I'm not editing any of it.
Excellent. Well, there's a surprise in there for you.
Great. As long as enjoyed himself, then my goal was met.
The GM did as well in this session.
Oh, dang it! Never giving you the reins again.
Just think about that Tenacious D concert, Michael. There's something about explosive like that in there. So
yeah, there's something in there for all of us.
Yep, absolutely.
It got all of you, or okay? So you reach the top level. As you walk in, you see you see a ritual in the middle of this circular room, and arcs of shadowy energy spurting out. You see shadows moving around the room. In the center of the circle, it's a rift, and you can see through the rift other dark, shadowy, some big, some small, some sharp and fanged, some spiky, spiny, all floating around this opening. The look on Tavar's face is one of sheer concentration and fear at the same time. Sweat's beating down from her forehead. The assistants too, they're just pure concentration. They have got no note of anybody else in the room, and they're just chanting and chanting, and this ritual is just getting out of control. It's getting larger. There's more action going in the circle there. The rift seems to be slightly increasing in size as these tendrils lash out. And we're gonna kick it off with an initiative.
Oh. Roger that.
Oh, I just wasted a 20.
You buffoon.
That's right. At least we've got a bit of a scale between us all, don't we?
That's right. Lord Ritual.
So before we kick off with who's the top there, Tia, can I get an occultism check from anybody that is at least
I'm more than
trained
happy
in
to do
it?
that. Because I am trained in it. Mwahaha.
Cool.
For once.
Nobody else? Jarok, surely this is right up your alley.
No, I'm sorry, good sir.
Fair enough. Well, Tia rolled high enough. You can see, Tia, inside the ritual, the markings on the floor, the arcane sigils floating around the circle. You see these flaws, flaws that you've been warned about that Tavar often leaves in her rituals. And that you were told about those flaws.
We were.
Do you remember what they are?
100%. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because in her own abilities, she needs to recognize this in herself and know and grow and grow somehow. Maybe use occultism or deception checks to find this. So by paying attention, maybe I need to tell her to focus.
Not her. You, with your vast knowledge of occultism and the rituals, you can see that any interruption to them could be catastrophic to this museum. Someone outside of the 4 participating people needs to step in and repair her faults. And by doing so, in metagaming terms, you can do an occultism check, which is slightly more difficult to begin with, but then should get easier as it goes along, as you repair. You can see a total of 7 flaws.
7 flaws.
Yep. 3 of the assistants that are there are trying to repair or at least stabilize enough that it doesn't continue 3 of the flaws. So you could spot 4 other flaws in this ritual. Now, with you knowing the flaws that Tavar puts in there, you can also use deception or diplomacy to repair these flaws. So it could be a team effort in showing others in the group where these flaws are and how to manipulate them.
Excellent. All right. Well, that would be so. I can see these flaws. I understand these flaws. Is it in bullet time my go right now, or?
No, it's a little bit more information. You do see a tendril lash out, and from the tendril came a resounding like ripple in the air of shadow, and it hits everybody that seems to be involved in the ritual. This doesn't damage them now, but you feel in the next 6 seconds this ripple will become more powerful and will damage anyone. So as an outsider, what you could do is step between this ripple and anyone working on the ritual to try and absorb that damage instead of the people working on it. With that in mind, Tia.
Okay, so as I'm going to my activities and actions, because I've got 3, so what I would do is 5, 10, 15. That is an assistant, so I would, as I'm walking, say to everyone, if we stand between them and the tendril or the shadows coming out, we can take the hit to save them. Try doing the checks you just said, like occultism, deception, and diplomacy, to see if we can fix these faults, because there are 4 faults they need help with. And then at that point, I suppose I would try and do a check to fix a fault.
Yeah, no worries. So describe how are you? Yeah, how are you repairing this fault in the arcane weave?
Or
occultism weave.
I'm sort of seeing it like a tear, so I'm literally trying to smush like 2 bits of torn like bread dough back together and trying to knead it and hold it while mumbling sticky fucker, sticky fucker, sticky fucker.
Love it.
And that would be because, you know, he's all spelled out completely.
Ooh. As you're molding this shadowy essence together to close up this floor, you push a little too hard and you cause the tear to open further.
Balls. And that's where I pass my turn on.
So from the center of this ritual, another wave of energy, shadowy energy, emanates out. So Cole, I'll need to get a fortitude check from you, please.
For fortitude. Coming at you.
Okay, so that's not so good. I didn't do that.
Oh,
Sorry, I forgot to put my plus 30 in. Fortitude bonus.
So Cole, if you could mark down 12 points of damage to yourself. Where are my A's at there? Oh, that's not so good. There. Jesus. So they all take damage from that ripple. What did I say? 12? 30. You think that they won't be, the assistants at least won't be able to take too much more of that, as their body wavers and they sort of start slumping forward, still holding their hands in moving them around with the arcane or occultist fluency. Tavar seems to be holding herself up a little bit stronger. And we move on to Jarox.
all right. So, can I attempt to?
Oh, sorry, Jarox. My bad. I forgot my shadows. I got.
Excellent.
So shadow 2. Goes after Jarox.
Oh,
So
pleasant.
it spends an action to move over. It then
Is that that one over there? Can I have a swing at it before it gets to me?
yes, you certainly can.
Okay. Let's go. Do I have it? Yep. Targeted. Beautiful.
It's a miss.
Oh, that's terrible. No.
So it lashes out with you at you with a shadowy tendril.
Yep.
Also missing.
Okay.
Next one. The next one moves over towards Om. Its movement 30 feet. Well, I don't move the map. It lashes out at you with a tendril there, Om.
Oh, Jesus.
Critical hit.
What is it though?
Oi, ay, ay, ay.
And then on its last action, it then steps into your shadow. So it's got to make an acrobatics against your reflex DC, which is
Where do I find that?
It's your reflex plus 10.
My reflex is +6, so that'd be 16, yeah.
16, and it rolled a 12. So it fails to step into your shadow. You sort of lose it for a moment as it disappears and molds itself into your shadow, but then you sort of turn quick enough to it still stay in the light. And it looks rather upset with this. Not Tavar, Jarox. Tavar's busy. Please come again later.
Okay. Given the current situation, I'm just going to have another swipe at Shadow Wisp 21, the one I'm currently facing. If there was facing.
Yep.
Oh,
that's a hit.
Wow. Good shit. Okay. 5-foot step to there. And I'll go and sulk in the corner after that display.
Using Om as a human shield is
Yeah,
smart.
that's right. Yep.
That assistant is busy. His strength is waning. Dylan, little heart.
Eek! Where's my man to hide behind?
Amanda, hug and kiss.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can. You see a wall has taken your spot.
Am I at the same level or down the steps a bit? From the G.
You can choose. What would you prefer?
Because it's the stairs on the map, and I'm a short ass, I think I'm down the steps. So, I'm going to look to cast a level 1 spell, Jump.
Now,
And
the verbal word to that has to be crisscross will make you. Otherwise, the spell
Crisscross.
doesn't work.
what? I'm
But,
confounded.
but only if you're casting it using 2 actions, because then it's jump, isn't it?
Jump. Crisscross will make you jump.
Okay. Between abracadabra, alakazam, I jump from here to over there, bam. So that's 1 action. Then I attempt to look at the look for the flaws in the ritual.
Yep. So
And
you can see the floors have been highlighted. The 7 floors have been highlighted by a tier.
Mhm.
You don't need to spend any time scrutinizing the ritual.
Okay. So I can attempt to mess with it or fix it or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
You have to be next to it, unless you've got
Okay.
a way of manipulating it from a distance.
No. Haha, I do indeed. So I'm going to use telekinetic hand because I don't like getting close to things. My little heart just won't deal with it.
It was you, Dylan, organising that hand the other day, you devious little man.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was a good job, wasn't it?
You little wanker.
I agree.
Dylan's got a fallback job. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a Pathfinder Society falls through.
What? Dead hand masturbational wrangler.
Yeah.
As
Zombie hand
Dylan,
treatment.
Look, there's a fetish for everything. I mean,
Truth.
Dylan goes, I want to see you grip it, rip it, and slip it. As he activates telekinetic hand to try and fold the edges of the deeply flawed ritual together.
and how... out of the 3 skills that I nominated earlier, which of the 3 are you picking?
Occultism.
Occultism, beautiful. So it's not something you have done often enough, been able to use your telekinetic hand with such fine detail, and you find for the moment that you haven't been able to intertwine the occultistic symbols, so it doesn't close.
Ah. Dylan's hand doesn't close? Oh my god, sorry, better luck next time. Off to Om.
Maybe there's a bit of om still on the end of the fingers and you weren't able to grip it.
A bit tacky.
Hoping to take a 5 foot snow. I'm going to do 3 actions. If you do 3 actions, can you still move 5 feet?
No,
Or
it
not?
takes one action.
Yeah, well, I think I still need to do all 3 actions to do a heal in a 30-foot emanation that targets obviously both undead and the living, and hopefully that living will include the assistants, anyone who is in need of healing.
Does it say
there
allies
a-
or new? Does it include people you have only just met and not quite on a first name basis with?
It says heal the living or damage the undead. If the target is a willing living creature, but obviously it may not be.
They're definitely living.
Willing?
And the shadowy creatures, you can target them with and make force a save if you like.
You're really quiet if you're still there.
Am I still? Yeah, okay. Well, I will fix the quiet thing perhaps shortly. Yeah, okay. So I selected no one out of that. That's
Well, looks like you got someone. You got the with 9.
targeted
Oh,
another assist. Okay. Why did they all disappear? What?
oh, that was it targeting you.
Targeted the deeply flawed ritual, but that may not be.
No,
appropriate.
that's right. It's
Feel
not.
free to target tier as well.
Sorry,
I said feel free to target tier if you'd like.
I'm pretty certain I've got tier in there, haven't
Oh.
I?
I was just casually asking for help.
Let me click again and see whether I notice you in the next note.
There we are.
Here we are. So that's all good. So I just hit the. But it won't know which is which, Michael, will it? So I actually have to do them as 2 separate groups. Wouldn't that be the case?
Yes, absolutely. You should have a trigger button for damage and a trigger button for heal.
Yeah. So I have to click them off. Let me just check I've done that. That's good. So then I hit the heal, which. So there's damage, there's cast. Let me do the 2d10 plus 16. I don't think it's 2d10, isn't it? Yeah.
Not.
I think that is right because it is just effectively the energy, the D8 energy for the one action, but just done for 30 feet. And because I'm whatever that thing is that Derek told us to do, I do extra healing.
Cool. Well done for listening to Derek. Not many people do, but I take my hats off to you.
I have to, but I try not to as much as possible.
Sorry?
Okay.
What, man? Who?
And now I should be able to do deselect somewhere, clear
Good.
target,
Yep.
It's a good roll, mate. Good roll.
retarget
Nice.
the 2 shadows.
Wicked.
Retarget the 2 shadows, and now though I'm going to have to roll.
A
I don't just
save.
roll damage. I have to roll
Just-
save.
Yep. then click the damage.
Oh, bugger.
And they have been damaged.
Good work.
There's more
Nice.
where that came from.
Nice work, Om.
The assistant is standing more, or all three of them are now standing more vertically, revigorated, set about their task again with full concentration. Let's just make him 6. All right. Top of round 2, we have Tia.
Tyr is unsure what to do, but life is always better with panache. Not that he's going to be doing much attacking. Actually, fuck. Sorry. Yes, quite. There is a greater wisp. He can't hit that, so he will just try to do an occult check straight away.
Yep.
He has nothing that will boost anything, so he's just going to start kneading and playing, trying to close up.
I should have aided you. So I could have aided you as a reaction. There's a basic reaction to give you a +1 if I succeeded.
Oh.
Oh no, +1 to +2.
Well, it's not too late. I'll allow you to have an attempt.
Alrighty, so I'm attempting the effect 1 roll. Oh, okay, it doesn't actually have that bit, so requires willing to below, blah blah blah. Oh yep, so I attempt the skill check of the same magnitude and use the cult, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a DC 15 to be a success, or a DC 25 is a super success.
You hit the success on the head with a 15.
15?
Yep.
Alrighty. Then he gets a +1 to whatever his roll is.
So you managed.
And that's my reaction.
You managed to close up enough of the floor that you created from last round, but the floor is still evident.
Oh, shit. Can I do multiple skill checks because I've got 3 actions?
Yes.
Oh. Now, because I had aided the first one, do I get aid on the second one?
If anyone...
No,
Okay.
I was going to say aid is a reaction that is my reaction for this round.
Does it?
Yep.
So
Does it say anything under the skill what it is to use? 1 skill, 1 action, 2 action. Not something I have looked at.
So recall knowledge is probably the closest to it, which is a single action, I'd say.
Even if you're untrained, but I am trained, you must be trained in occultism for the following general skill actions: decipher writing, occult topics including consequences, ramblings. It actually doesn't say if it's 1 or 2.
So what's
occultism?
So you can learn a spell from identify magic, or decipher writing.
So if you look in activities and type occult, you'll get E's for decipher writing, identify magic, or learn a spell, which is exploration mode, which we're not in. But then there's recall knowledge, which is 1 action. So it'd be 1 action.
Yep, I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
Recall knowledge occult. Okay, cool. Alright, I'll try again.
Yep.
This is like a climb check, but occultist, so I've fallen, I've climbed back up a bit, now I'm going for another one.
And you have closed that floor, or repaired that floor in the rift, and you sort of admire your handiwork there, and you think it is a better job than how the whole ritual circle has been put together. It's not bad.
Not bad from a occultistic Luddite. Now,
Sure.
do I need to physically move to another area to be able to close another floor? Like,
No,
to...
you can bring the
No.
floor to you within the weave of the glyphs.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that a standard action or
It's a free action.
it's a free action? All right. Well, I'm going to grab another thingo and chuck another thingo and try and knead it back together. I'm actually not going to knead this one. I'm going to try and pinch. Try that. See if that works.
Cool. You pinch it and you feel as though like you've done a great job, and then it just at the last second pops back open.
Ah, balls. Is what people hear him scream.
All right. So you see the center of this ritual sort of collecting an energy again, and poof, out it goes. The most obvious thing here, what happens differently this time is you can see Dellen's telekinetic hand and this thin tether of arcane energy leading back to Dellen, and this ripple follows that tether and affects Dellen as well. So can I get a fortitude save from Dellen and Tia?
Is that wrong? It did roll. Yes.
Fail. Dellen was successful, so you negate the energy with your pure stamina. But everybody else apparently they didn't want to roll. Take 17 points.
You apply that? No, write it in, Michael. Yeah.
Sorry, not you. Only Tyr and the assistants and Tavar.
Oof.
All right.
yeah.
Two shadows and eh? No, do you have the attack of opportunity
Against.
reflex? The what is it? Reaction?
Doubt it.
Okay.
Can't imagine why I would have it. I certainly haven't chosen it. Where would it be if I knew I had it under actions or combat or skills or abilities?
Ash might be able to tell you that.
You would have reactive strike.
That's an
And-
ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
As a
That
class
makes sense.
feature. Ow, stop hurting me.
Is that you?
Hey? No, I'm just saying,
Oh, yeah.
stop hurting me.
They did do it at Jarox. Why did they do it at Jarox?
They got long reach.
Yeah, apparently it moved there. It had an attack.
Okay.
So
No worries.
move, attack. So it's trying to step into your shadow. What is your reflex DC?
18.
Oh, just missed. You're like,
Oi.
you step.
Get off!
Yeah,
Get
that's
off me.
right. It seems to like try and chase the shadow for a bit and then gets flustered. Next one at
Doubt it can miss.
Yeah, okay.
Rolled.
too sure what's target on. Crit hit on Om again. Bloody hell. 18 points. So this time it's still trying to latch onto your shadow. So your reflex DC on was 16. Oh, it doesn't. Your shadow is very slippery as it fails to step into it and immerse itself in the great Om shadow. Tava is busy. Jarox.
All right. Jarox is going to take a swipe at 21.
Excellent.
First attack, at least.
Let me interrupt you for 2 seconds.
Yes.
As another burst of energy fills the room, this time it doesn't have a presence, as say, just enough to make your hair shift ever so slightly ahead. As you notice, the shadows seem to be a bit stronger than, or a bit healthier than what they were before.
Ah, bollocks.
Okay, now have your speed.
Okay, I will. Fuck. Alright. Okay. Look, I'll stay there, that's fine. Get out. Stop that. Go and get him, Dylan.
But that's what you're here for.
Shut up. Second.
My little heart isn't made to cut out for this. I think I'll try and help Om this time. So
You're channeling Om.
I'm going to attack that greater shadow wisp with the library book that's hanging around in the form of a telekinetic projectile. So I'm going to cast that as my cantrip. My ranged attacks. Spell E on it. It's a miss. The book goes flying past and I snatch it out of the air and I look at the index to go, hitting a target. Oh, it was page 42.
You get to that page and see that it's been torn out.
Then I go for a little wander to try and hide behind people. I'm going to hide behind the Ardent and Voltaire.
Now, your telekinetic hand, is that a 1 round thing?
Yes, so it's a cantrip, and it's just one manipulate action, basically.
Beautiful. Yep, so you can roll a hide, if that's the action you're taking. Stealth.
I'm not hiding.
No? Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not hiding. I don't have actions left.
Awesome.
Step back on.
Yes, that is exactly right. I certainly need to do something like that, I think. Yes, maybe I'd do that first. And And I've still got 2 actions, haven't I? I am going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Cool. Is that much the same as first edition Sanctuary? Or does it mean it works as Intimidate and they all attack you?
Hers attacks. Creatures attempting to attack must make a will save each time.
Excellent.
But if I do a hostile action, then it ends.
Would you like to describe to us your flourish of movement when casting your spell?
Well, there's a lot with it, but I imagine I just say, who am I again? Pharasma, protect thy servant against these creatures. And I select myself and click. Except for if I cast it, I'll lose a spell, but there we go.
Good job. The assistant, once again, they have sort of slumped forward, their sweat and blood mixing on the floor in front of them in small puddles. They work tirelessly to keep this ritual under control. For every person in the museum, nay, for every life in Gloarian. Top of round 3, Tyr.
Tyr will do what Tyr will do. Sounds like you said that before with a different character. Whatever. He's going to continue to do occultism checks and just try and patch these flaws as quick as possible. So there's one. So just tries manhandling things this time, which Zisiri has no idea what he's doing.
Have trouble gripping onto him enough to manipulate him at all.
All right, just start swirling his hands around in the air, trying something different, like mentioning pasta.
It works. You even shock yourself in your frustration of waving your hands around, seeing the runes flying around your hand there, and then you feel things tighten up. You pull your hand back, and you've repaired another flaw.
Oh.
Further decreasing the difficulty check required to close up flaws.
Oh, well, he'll for his third attempt, he'll do the same thing he did before with waving his arms around, but like looking at others with like hope in his eyes.
As you turn your hope-filled face back to your work, you realize it hasn't taken this time.
Help! Is what you hear.
Another wave crosses the room. Tyr, could I get you to roll me a fortitude save, please?
I can roll you a fartitude save.
Tyr, so close. Unfortunately, no, you cop the full brunt. As does all the others. For 17 points of damage.
Excuse me?
17 points of damage. I've been rolling a bit harsh.
Tyr coughs up a little bit of blood on his mask.
It's not good. Tyr, it's been a while since you have felt this week.
Yeah,
But
like a session.
you hear a thud followed by 2 more thuds. The sound of bodies collapsing to the floor. You look around to see the 3 assistants lying motionless on the floor. You look over, lock eyes with Tavar, who seems to have blood, really dark crimson blood, running from her nose and the corner of her eyes. And a look of fear crosses her face. Shadows. Jarox, it strikes at the 28.
28.
Shit.
Only 4 points of damage though.
Okay.
Now it's going to attempt to
So 18.
become one with your shadow. Oh, and it does.
Okay.
You see it sort of meld into your shadow, but the shadow outline where it's melted, it is still, you can still make out the shadowy figure that's attached itself to your shadow.
Yep.
Dallin, do you have attack of opportunity?
Of course I don't.
Cool. The DC to break through Om's spell?
And would it tell me that on the spell, do you think?
No, but Derek does know spell DCs.
Yep, so what was that? Sorry, which spell?
Well, it's a first level cleric spell. First
So,
level spell.
Sorry, it might
Well, that
tell you
depends.
on the spell.
yeah, it will. It'll, yeah,
It's just saying.
it hit the magnifying glass and it should actually have the
Will
next to
DC
say.
19. Yes, 19 will.
19 will. Alright, it attempts to break it, which it doesn't. You see it lash forward with the tendril, but then a few inches away it stops motionless. Looks away from you and at the rest of the group, and spots Dallin, and then lashes out a tendril at Dallin instead.
Eek.
Missing him. Maybe put
See?
off by the
Wait,
sheer strength of Om's spell. Jarox.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Another boom, and you see it fill the room, and then the shadowy wounds look much better.
Okay. Enough of this foolishness. Okay. I am going to. One. Two. I'm going to go to there, so if you want to attack me while I'm moving away.
No, it doesn't look capable.
Okay. Can I attack the actual ritual itself? Do I think I can... Is it an actual physical form that I can engage?
If you can tell me how your character could devise such a thing, because looking at shadows, you'd look at them and wouldn't think that they're necessarily attackable.
Yep.
If you could tell me how your character would come to a conclusion.
And can I see it sort of, moving and undulating around? I've seen tendrils and things and pulses come out of it. Can I discern any sort of, shape that it might be taking? Any other, humanoid shape or anything like that I could pinpoint?
No shape. You can see dark tendrils and things that have coalesced, but as far as the magic and things like that is sort of beyond your capability.
Okay. So even if I went to go and slice one particular tendril, I don't think it would be necessarily effective.
That's correct.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Don't waste your time.
What I do then is I go up and I hand my healing potion to Var and say, "Here, take this. Drink it down."
You see she is concentrating that hard on keeping this ritual from exploding.
Okay. So, all right then. That being the case, I'm going to tilt her head back and put it down her throat.
Yeah, you feel the resistance not just in her neck, her whole body is rigid. Every muscle is contorted, but you gently but forcefully tilt her head back enough for you to pour the potion down. Would you like to roll the healing, the potency of your potion?
I will give it a whirl. So what is it meant to be? Okay. Yes, I shall. Fucking hell. Brilliant. She got 8.
Yeah, your hand starts to shake as her head and her muscles want to contract back into the upright position. You spill some of it down her chin and cheeks and onto the front of her, but you do manage to get some of it in.
No. Alright, that's all I can do for the moment, pretty much. It was worth a shot.
It might have been enough for one more round.
Yeah, for one more round.
Dylan.
Seeing how good this is going, Dylan Braveheart is going to charge in and try and address the deeply flawed ritual. I can't believe I'm doing this.
He takes a swig before charging in.
That was so high-pitched, I missed everything.
And then I go, please, Hakuna Matata, Omni, Occulti, Culti, Duty Day.
Describe
That help.
Describe your actions when you reach into the occultic weave.
I stick my hands in it, and I start to scramble about to try and gather something invisible that you can't really see, and you can hear me doing that chant. And it does or doesn't work.
It works.
Yay! There's more, isn't there? So I'll do it again.
Yep.
Oogity boo, more occultism for you. Oogity boo. I grabbed the wrong one. That should be plus 2 more.
You're getting all ahead of yourself, mate.
I'm a little drunk.
He's just as bro.
Do you want me to re-roll, or are you going to?
No, we'll use
that
it.
one with a plus 2. Okay. He keeps going. Oogity boogity boo boo boo. Occultism. Kill that voodoo. And it does or doesn't work.
It works.
Nice.
My little heart's going to explode. Help! As he passes it to Om.
So how many of the things remain to be done, do I think?
3.
That in 3 actions, potentially.
Damn right.
But I worry about the state of everyone and whether I should be healing.
This thing goes off again, you won't have to worry about that.
Because you think we'll all be in strife. When you say that's the energy pulse that happens. Well, I'll try and use my my diplomacy. In the tower, Michael? Yes, diplomacy roll.
Yep, but you'll have to move up to it. Unless you've got a means of manipulating it from a distance.
So I'm only going to get to do 2 of them. So, but maybe that'll be okay. So here we go. 2, 1.
Describe your actions as you're repairing this floor.
I guess I don't really know enough about the occult, so I'm gonna say, come on now. I'm talking to you. I'm hoping my words will soothe and heal the rift here and fix it up, just as Tears described.
Just with the sound of your voice, this floor knits itself back together in a harmoniously.
Excellent. So there's 2 left.
Yep.
Right, 1 action, and here is my last attempt. Well, I actually meant diplomacy, but it's the same plus, so I just rolled the wrong one.
No, you fool it into thinking you're going to be nice and soothing, but you start cussing. But unfortunately, you have just failed. Dead assistant, dead assistant, dead assistant. Tia.
Bring it on home, Tia.
You look around and you see 2 floors remaining.
He's going to have a crack. He's just going to go for it. Start waving his arms around, and he heard that Dylan used oogity boogity, and it worked. So he's going to start sort of
I'm going to assist as well.
Yep.
So DC 15 or DC 25 to get the +2.
You give him +2.
Alrighty.
But the oogity boogity didn't work. Didn't take a hold.
All right, so he's just going to go back to waving his arms around. Like, fanatically.
Describe your successful phonetic movement.
Basically, his hands are in the air, the roof's on fire, and he just doesn't care. So, waving back and forth, waving back and forth, waving back and forth, getting quicker, forward, back, sideways, and then almost puts a spin in. But obviously he notices something happens, and he doesn't quite go the whole hog of doing a spin as well. But he thinks he might start this next one like a whirling dervish, with his arms out, and just start spinning around and around and around and around.
And away I go.
Because he has absolutely no idea about magic, but this seems to be things are happening.
So just as you go to whirl in this, you sort of freeze in time and space as you realise you're trying to spend 4 actions out of the 3 given on any one round.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Mendoza.
Oh, actually,
No, that was my third one.
that is your third one.
But then he keeps spinning because he doubted himself.
Just do it anyway.
How weird. All right. Well, you can describe the final floor being repaired. with your beautiful spin.
So, in an anti-sundial motion, avoided that one. He just hands out, spinning around and around with his head whipping around, using obviously his fantastic panache-like movements, but without panache. Keeping focus on Tavar's face as he spins faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, and then just stops dead and looks around and can't see any more of the wisp.
With a sound of an implosion, the shadows get drawn into the center of the ritual as it zips itself up. The air in here seems to still. Tavar collapses to the ground, and all is quiet.
Tyr drops to one knee.
Good work, all.
Tried to catch his breath. He's not feeling great.
No.
Well, if we're not in bullet time, I'll do a channel, a heal.
Go for it.
Rock on, sister.
But the deeply flawed ritual is still there. But let me select. Hopefully, the assistants will still yet live.
Yeah, that's right. Get everybody, heal us all.
Right, hopefully, I got. It seems to be roughly people there. So that's. I think it is that one, isn't it? Let's see how that works.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's right. Yeah. Let me go back to combat and tick off the ones I've already done. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, except for those buggers are still dying, Michael.
They are indeed.
Without
Unfortunately, only the heroes can go to a number of death. Dead 1, dead 2, death, whatever it is. Dying.
I'm
that's
no
the word.
hero. Oh, no.
Let me cast another one, and
Didn't
hopefully that makes a difference.
No,
You
it
didn't
just
want to raise that, did
creates
you, though?
way more work for me.
Oh, it's got him back. Yeah. Oh, ha, ha, ha. I reckon if I do one more, I might just get him over that threshold. No, I won't do that yet. Everyone looks relatively, except for it didn't do Tavar. She stayed at heavy.
Yeah, she was on heavy.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
target her?
Thought I did.
No, you didn't.
You didn't.
Right.
She got 21 back.
You just
Meant to
ignored her.
target her. No.
No.
Pretty sure that's just what happened. Now Om was like, no, screw you, Tavar.
I just wasted my potion on this bitch. Fuck that.
So 12.
Actually, it probably wasn't a waste.
No, it wasn't. Had she died, the ritual would have exploded and caused everyone in the room a huge amount of damage.
Yeah. There we go.
But you've basically shown everybody that you don't need a cleric in the party.
Actually, we do.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yep. Well, you know, this cleric. He's cool.
That's true.
Whew. I turned to look at Tavar. How's she looking now? Is she
Much healthier.
snapped out of the craziness?
Still weak, yes, that's right. She stands to her feet weakly, turns to you all, and she said that your timing is impeccable. That was so close to being a catastrophic failure. I thought I had it this time. I really did. I know it can be done.
Maybe, but I wouldn't push it, given how close we all came to complete devastation.
And the number of assistants you've lost.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll personally inform their families of their loss.
However, have we got a deal for you? Would you like to explain what the lady has won?
So
Well,
just
on an
double check.
all-expenses holiday.
Yes,
Yeah.
just double check. Sounds like you've not quite got the original plan.
Oh, should we have killed her? Fuck.
Expenses
Alright,
holiday
give me a second.
Yeah. Well, I think Tamasvari, as much as you could have got there, it might be time to move on and perhaps try somewhere else. Leave this place at least. You've caused enough carnage here, but you've perhaps learned some things, and it's always good to learn new mysteries, as Pharasma would say. Not Pharasma, whoever the hell I'm worshipping, but
She looks very confused.
As Nethys would say. I get confused with that.
We didn't say anything last time.
No, didn't think it was quite right.
Didn't sound right.
I'm the god slut.
Unfortunately recorded now. But I think it's time for you to leave and try somewhere else. We're happy to help you pack. In fact, we'll come with you to ensure you leave.
Of course, that would be fine. But you know, in the name of science, this is only a mere setback.
I don't doubt that.
But I know next time what I did wrong. I know how to correct that. I'll be one step closer.
May be the case, but not here. This place, this college has seen enough.
This museum is built
support it.
for this.
Yes.
At least if you do decide that you need to continue your studies, you can do them under the under the protection of the Pathfinder Society.
What?
No? Isn't that what we're meant to be doing?
Well, I thought it was we're pressuring her to leave the College of Mysteries.
Okay.
She has
Forget
been
what I said.
Leave. Now might be a good time to see if she wants to come to the Pathfinder Society.
Yes,
Try and recruit her.
Okay, so you have been tasked by Envoy, or the Envoy's Alliance. It was left up to you whether you think she is worth recruiting or not.
Oh, well, so what I said wasn't wrong. It made me sound like a fucking retard. What's this?
No,
Really
I'm sorry. I
defensive there.
think yes, recruiter indeed, Jadox.
Whatever. I'm out. Fuck you guys. Fuck everyone.
Jarek storms off.
Yep.
And this
That's
time,
because he couldn't hit a shadow.
you can tell he's upset because he's marching this time.
That's right. I'm walking really fast.
Was that an offer to join the Pathfinder Society?
Oh, indeed. If you follow that Jadox marching very quickly, mind you, you'll be able to join. You just have to keep up with him.
Do you have the resources to help me with my research?
It's possible. The society might.
She grabs a couple of books and parchments scattered on the floor and skips off after Jarox.
Tia looks around, shrugs, follows.
Yes.
Pardon? What did you say?
Oh, I'm saying let's try and keep up. Dylan, did you want a lift?
Says the gnome.
Well, I'm not offering myself. I'd say ask Tia.
I'm just going to get a quick step on as I quickly cast Warp Step very a lot.
Zip, zip, zip.
So the question is, where is Jarox heading? Is he heading to an inn to cool down and have a tankard?
A
Maybe
whorehouse,
find
probably.
himself a woman for the night to help take his frustration out on. Or is he going to a church to pray on the matter?
The Pharasma, because everyone prays the Pharasma.
There's only one god in Gloarian, apparently.
Praise be Pharasma.
Praise be. Xerox, where is thus
Yes.
heading?
Look, if I fucked up, then let me rewind and I won't say what I said to her. I thought that's what we were meant to be doing. If that was way off base, then that's not what I would have said, clearly. I'm not going to offer something which we weren't allowed to offer. If I had made a mistake, then let's pretend I didn't say it.
You turn to the rest of the party and explain your feelings to them, and they turn to you and say, "No, no, you did no. There was nothing wrong with what you said, Xerox. We completely
Xerox.
agree. It's 100%.
You don't make
correct."
mistakes now.
There is no ill will here.
We're all right behind you. Several hundred feet at the rate you move.
So you all head back to the Grand Lodge. With another successful mission completed, the third in so few days. Surely there'll be parties thrown in your name. You are welcomed at the gate by the front guard there, who greets you by name, opens the gate prior to you even getting close to it. You all walk with purpose down the drive, up into the Grand Lodge, and you head for Fowler's office. She bids you enter. You all enter, accompanied by Tavar. She raises an eyebrow. I take it things went well.
Well, we're all here, but things did not go particularly well, no, but we were resourceful and lucky, fortunate, and yeah, things worked out in a manner of speaking.
Okay. Well, no reports of the museum burning down. You're all here, a bit banged up, a bit bloodied and bruised. No deaths, which is excellent. Like all of you are accounted for. I'll take that as a win. As she tops up her own cup with her trusty flask with the sailing ship on it. She offers it out to you guys. Anybody would like a nip?
Sure.
Dylan,
I might.
So she pours some into a cup and hands it to Om. She won't dare offer it to Dylan.
It's making me sad.
She'll pour you
I can
some.
smell it.
Yeah.
Yep, as I use my telekinetic hand. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yep. Give me a reflex saving throw to see how steady you are. No, I'm joking.
That's one of my better saves.
Is it? You rolled a nat one, you failed and spill it all over her desk. No, I'm joking. You draw
That's
it back
great
to
semen.
you. Tyr and Jarox, do you accept?
I politely decline at this point.
Same. None for me at this point, thank you.
As you see her go, well, that's two more for me, and does a double nip into her cup.
No worries.
Yeah.
Do we see Rackmore just sort of appear from a plate full of food and just start asking for a glass as well?
No, you hear the sound of groaning from a side door which has the picture of a man and a woman, and you just hear this. Oh God!
For the love of God, I didn't need that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It seems as though Rack has eaten something that isn't sitting well with him. Please tell me, what impressed you about Tavar? You have offered her a place here amongst the Pathfinders?
Or her steadfast dedication to unraveling the mysteries of the arcane and the occult, and like I said, wanting to continue on with her work regardless of what dangers that may bring. And of course, given the resources of the Pathfinder Society, we thought it reasonable that she might be able to continue those studies here, but under the watchful eye of people who might actually be able to protect her, ensure her safety, but ensure everyone else's safety as well.
And what did you learn about her studies? What is it that she's applying herself to at the moment?
I genuinely am not sure. I am obviously not versed in Arcana or anything like that, so I couldn't honestly tell you that.
It was a wonderful ritual.
Something about the occult. I think Tia is our expert on the occult.
She turns to you, cups her hand in her fingers.
We actually haven't discussed what she was exactly trying to do. When we came into the room, we noticed bedlam, and I'm quite torn up that we weren't able to save everybody, so you'll have to forgive me. But there was tendrils of energies, there were dark wisps around, but her oh God, what's the word? Her level of concentration and level-headedness with continuing the ritual, and her determination to ensure that the museum and the rest of us would not die was enough for me to see that there is great potential in this lady.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see Tavar start to look at you as you speak of her in a positive way, and she straightens, lifts her head a little to stand proudly. She then steps forward and says, the work I've been working on, such a linguist,
Cunning linguist, as it were.
cunning, is to use the energy from the shadow planes to draw memories of the living.
Well, I can confirm that something was working, because as we were coming up to see you, we were seeing past and present and future and all manner of crazy things built from shadows.
Knew I was close. Almost had it.
Just had to rub that little bean a little bit harder.
Perhaps next time, Tia, with your help, I might get to that point.
Giggity.
And Fowler puts her pen and parchment down, cup down, hat off, shirt open, and says it's a job well done. Congratulations. When you rest tonight, you may find yourself at 4th level.
She's an oracle.
We get an office on the 4th floor. This is fantastic.
Sweet.
Yeah. Her office is on the 110th floor, but 4th floor is a good start.
That's good. It's good. Yeah.
Almost near to the assistant executive toilet.
She bids you farewell, and she asks for Tavar to stick around, and she'll get her acquainted to the facilities and the people therein.
Bid them both adieu and depart the room, feeling a little bit chuffed, but still a little sore and sorry for oneself.
Here, have a drink.
Innocents die all the time.
With that, I will. And Tyr pulls down his mask and takes a massive draught from what obviously looks like a very large keg in Dallin's hands, and basically it's a thimble. But passes it back with a knowing nod.
Love it. I'm going to get everyone drinking by the end of this.
After tonight, he deserves to have one sip.
So you head to the mess hall, you get yourselves a feed, and then the bathhouses into your room. You prepare yourselves for rest. Is there anything you'd like to discuss about the last mission?
I'm going to try and jot down as much of the ritual as I can remember.
So what you
In
tell
an
me
attempt
is
to recreate it.
you're plagiarizing.
Absolutely. I work hard when you can copy.
Fair enough.
Don't reinvent the wheel, Dylan.
Let me just look here. Oh, yeah, there's the random table of floors. What floors are we going to put into yours? Apparently, there it is. So as you're jotting this down, no, we're not doing the same. That's stupid. All right. You do so hurriedly. You, without realizing it, have cut corners in your hastily drawn notes, and
Nice.
some of your executions to the runes aren't drawn quite right. But only the book contains this. Or parchment, or whatever you're writing it down on.
I have a writing set, so I'm going to put a disfigured ritual instructions.
Yeah, are you guys? Is that, the other three? Have you any discussions about your tactics, the way you entered the room? Anything that you can improve on as a group as you reflect this evening's encounter?
I think it was a bit of a scary, difficult situation there. But I think we're probably a little bit too passive for a little bit too long at the beginning there before we started to, identify what needed to be done and started getting it done. I mean, I was pretty static there, just trying to fight things off, but that wasn't going to solve the actual problem. So probably just need to look at alternative ways of solving our problem as opposed to just, taking actions at things like, spells and things like that, when we could actually just affect the environment and use that to our advantage. That's what I got.
Yeah.
We got there. Maybe we could have been a little bit slower to get in there and check things out, or maybe that would have been worse. All a few swings and roundabouts, but it does seem that, yes, we need to close the ritual down was the key thing as quickly as possible, or fix the mistakes.
Yeah.
Tyr agrees. I threw myself into it fairly hard because I thought I could see the best way was to close the tears or the flaws.
Yep.
Maybe I didn't communicate that and went straight for action as best
No,
as
well,
I could.
no, I think in this case we I think
apologize.
no, you didn't do anything wrong.
But I am very gutted that we couldn't save the other three.
Yeah, I would have preferred to as well.
It just saddens me.
But we were up against something which we didn't understand and was affecting us in ways that that we weren't sure of, and we didn't know what effect we could have on the actual entity itself. So I mean, you particularly, Tyr, and the other guys, did the right thing with the rituals. It's just that my effectiveness was very diminished in that particular scenario, so that didn't help either. But overall, we were, we did what we should have done. We, thought on our feet and got through.
Is true. With that, Tyr sort of sits on his bed and casually puts a hand under his pillow looking for possible paper that may be there that he didn't place.
There's nothing there tonight.
Boy, sure. He relaxes, kicks back, because he's, for him, quite tippily.
Yep. You're
pleased with himself and the thoughts of how well we've done, and probably starts nodding off to sleep.
And that you do. A vision appears in each one of your dreams in your own ways, summarizing the feeling of loss, which is then washed away with achievement, honor, and success. And you wake in the morning to find yourself more powerful than the day before. Please level yourself up.
Right. Now.
So we click the tracker, we open.
That's right.
Colin is vocalizing every step of this. The tracker is open.
Don't click the tracker. It's open.
Click swashbuckler. Shut up. And it did things.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's an easy one. Oh, hang on, no. What's a skill 2 feat?
Feet 2, cleric, feet 2.
So you get a
It's
class
your-
feat and a skill feat.
I think it's your
shit.
second one is what it means.
Oh, man. Really? And I get a swashbuckler feat. Oh, far out.
Just go on AFK for a sec.
And I muddled the letters up then. I thought Mick said he was going to get KFC for a sec.
Yeah, I was going to say shit.
All right.
Line one of their puddings. Do they still do puddings at KFC? It's been ages since I've been.
Focus on the chips and the nuggets and the burgers. Yeah, not good for you, Cole. I can understand to be there.
No.
Try not to. Oh.
Skill.
Okay, so click the skill button.
Done.
Oh,
Hang on. I've got.
class.
I get extra cantrips now. Woot.
Jeez, that's pretty cool. Flamboyant athlete.
How'd you go? Everyone's done?
Nearly.
100%,
Mm.
i.e. nowhere near.
Oh. I'm not too sure if you understand what 100% means.
Well, no, not even close. Oh, shit.
Dellen's done. He's finished his character up to level 15.
I am
Andrew's-
done. Yes.
You are done. Andrew, you're a little bit off the mic, I think.
You know, I'm sitting right in front of the computer though, so I don't, and maybe when I turn my head that happens.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm too far back. I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I can hear you perfectly fine now, so I don't know if that helps distance.
Yeah,
or-
it might be when I do, and I've just sat a little bit closer.
Nice. Try not to sit on your laptop then, or computer. That could get uncomfortable.
You'd be warm though.
It's true. You might have QWERTY stuck to the bottom of your butt.
Add flamboyant athlete.
Oh, that sounds great.
Okay, done.
Done.
It'd be so gay by the time I finish with him.
Do you require a partner to close the deal of the gainers? I mean, should we write an NPC in there for you to?
Nah. Legit, nah, it's okay. There'll only be one and that'll be Terity. Swashbuckler feats. No, I just did those. Now I've got to choose a skill feat.
Sneaky, sneaky. Muhahaha.
That's very good. Ooh.
We need to get us some runes. Somehow. Except we have no money.
So we need to get money then runes.
You don't see a lot of
Or find runes.
rich Pathfinders.
Maybe we'll get lucky in this this ship. We'll have some treasure in it.
Ooh.
Skill feats. Oh, is that not a skill feat?
How is rim dropping not on a skill feat?
I don't know. I was looking for stealth and then swift snake and then rim jobbing. It did none of them.
No,
Oh.
it doesn't fall in that line of feats.
Disgusting. I feel quite let down.
All right, I'll email Paizo.
Cool. Well, I was going to say, if you want, you can just start talking stuff and I can kind of listen.
Spells are the only other thing.
Oh, so it's not just me. Okay, cool.
As soon as it is just you, then we will start it off in the morning.
Level 4? No, level skill feat 2. My second skill feat, so I can go up to a level 2. Hectic.
Next level is ability boost and a skill increase.
Oh,
Yeah, skill proficiency increase.
Right. The fast-paced leveling up. Now, whoever runs
Yep.
Pathfinder 2, I expect to level up just as quick.
Yeah, that's right. Even if it's not Pathfinder Society.
And despite Andrew's objections, I fear our Wednesday night gaming might go to Pathfinder 2 very shortly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. someone
Are you
else
going to
take...
convert Mummy's mask?
No.
Mhm.
Dear Lord.
Or are you thinking that Glenn will run it?
Yeah. I'm thinking you might be sold, despite your best efforts.
Well, he could have dropped into play tonight.
That's true, but you've met Donna.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't going to happen.
No.
Is this still being recorded?
Yes.
Just
Edit.
wondering.
No, I don't think I'll be in any trouble of Donna watching our recordings.
Yeah,
But-
see, every time I hear someone called Donna, I always think Duna.
Duna.
Like acting like a Duna, covering, holding down.
Oh. Warm and cuddly.
I
Soft.
well, I'm not going anywhere near that. That's all you do.
Oh, he knows I'm going. If he dies first, he knows Donna's not going to be alone. He's fully aware.
Night's rest.
Oh, I was failing in my duties.
Good. I feel stronger now.
Did you get your spells picked, Andrew?
Done. I only had one extra second level. I took water breathing, given what we may be doing.
Probably smart.
Good choice.
Yeah, nice. I
Picks
like
up
it.
to 5 creatures
Ooh.
and lasts an hour.
All right.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's get into a full Odyssey
Yeah, I like it.
homebrew. Aquaman, Atlantis. All right. So you wake up in the morning and you finish your prep. You're feeling more strengthened and stronger with every god you now follow.
I still only follow the same one. Don't.
You're not converted to one of the 6 that Om is following currently.
No.
No, all right.
I don't have room for 8 more. No.
At least he still remembers he's the priest.
That's true. That's true.
When you discuss what are you doing today?
Go to the Flotsam graveyard and look for the red ship.
Yep. 100%. We're done here in the city anyway. We've done what we needed to do. We've prevailed so far, so absolutely. Now, just to recap though, guys, how far away do we think this place is?
I point in the general direction. That way.
Yeah, how far?
I think we've got a map. It's actually right. It's
It's a
just
fair
right
way.
next to the city, isn't it? I thought it was right next to it. Perhaps if a map would magically appear, or do we all have access to it?
Oh, it wasn't ready.
Uh,
It's coming.
apologies.
Community map.
Absalom. Got
Yeah.
it.
Di-
In your images shared with us.
Okay. All right.
So you see Flotsam Graveyard.
We're in there, aren't we?
Oh,
So
yeah, cool.
35 foot away.
Oh, sweet.
Exactly.
Sorry, that's in
I
the in the
I
billions.
turn around and look out the window. Oh, yeah.
The sea level has risen.
Oh,
Uh,
all right. Awesome.
the door opens leading into your chamber, and in comes Rack. Holding his legs tight together, he says, I have a bit of information regarding our next quest. We are to seek help from a Captain Samiri Balagog. She's a half-orc captain down at the docks, and she will ferry us across. The Pathfinders have used her many a times. Seek her out. And that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Balagog. Thanks, Rack.
No worries. And you see him run off to the bathroom again.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, that's easy.
Good work, all. It was looking dire there for a little bit.
Certainly was.
Definitely.
Certainly was.
I was
It's
like,
even more done now because I still can't choose my bloody skill feat.
Oh. Doesn't it have it in there at all?
Oh, not the one I had read up previously. I've got notes on how I was going to build it out, but obviously it's not in the revised edition or something like that.
Oh, bugger.
So I'm just trying to find one that will work well.